Right now, somewhere in the world, spring is happening. Cherry blossoms are falling in Tokyo, carnival floats are about to roll through Phillipsburg, literally down the street from where I'm standing, and in India, the colors from Holi are still washing out of people's clothes. So when Hublot released a collection called Joyful in these 3 colors, I thought, okay, this is the episode. Because these aren't just pretty watches, each color is set with a different gemstone, and each of those gemstones carries a meaning that goes back centuries. Let's get into it. This is the Hublot Big Bang One Click Joyful, a 3-piece collection in 33 millimeters. Now, 33 millimeters is a deliberate choice. This isn't a downsized men's watch. Hublot designed this from the ground up for people who want something refined, elegant, actually proportioned for a smaller wrist. And before anyone says, that's just a ladies' watch, the 33 millimeter trend is one of the biggest shifts in watchmaking right now. Compact cases are dominating conversation across every brand. Each piece has the same DNA, satin finished stainless steel case, the iconic Big Bang porthole shape, a glossy white dial with the signature Hublot Arabic numerals, and the one-click strap system, which means you can swap straps in seconds without any tools. But what makes each one different? The bezel. And that's where this gets very interesting. Let's start with the pink. This bezel is set with pink sapphires, and when most people hear sapphire, they think blue. But sapphires actually come in every color except red. The moment a sapphire turns red, it becomes a ruby. Pink sits right on that boundary. It's a point where softness meets intensity. Pink sapphires have been symbols of emotional resilience and compassion for centuries. In ancient traditions, they were believed to bring good fortune through hardship. There's a warmth to the stone that's different from a diamond. It doesn't just reflect light, it holds it. And paired with that pastel pink strap, this feels like the watch equivalent of cherry blossom season, beautifully, precisely, because it doesn't try too hard. Next, the blue. This one's set with blue topaz, and topaz is a fascinating stone. The ancient Greeks believed it could make you invisible. The Egyptians associated it with Ra, the sun god, and thought its golden blue glow was literally borrowed from the sun. Blue topaz specifically represents calm, clarity, and honest communication. It's a stone people have historically connected with finding your voice and speaking your truth. Now look at this on the wrist. That soft sky blue strap against the white dial and topaz bezel, it's the color of the Caribbean on a still morning. And I don't say that lightly. I look at the water every single day from this store, and this is the exact shade. And then there's the orange. Now, this might be the most unexpected one, and honestly, it might be my favorite. These are orange sapphires, and in the gemstone world, orange sapphires are closely related to the Padparasha, which is the rarest sapphire on Earth. The name comes from the Sinhalese word for lotus flower because of that exact pinkish orange glow. Orange sapphires symbolize creativity, energy, individuality. If the pink is cherry blossom season and the blue is a Caribbean morning, the orange is Carnival. It's that energy, and with St.Maarten's 55th Carnival kicking off in a few days, this watch honestly could not have been better timing. Here's something most watch channels won't tell you. For decades, luxury watches were defined by complications. Tourbillons, perpetual calendars, minute repeaters. In fact, the more mechanical complexity, the more serious the watch. And there's still a place for that. But what's actually driving conversation in 2026 is color and material. Stone dials from Piaget, ceramic innovation from Hublot, meteorite from Gerald Charles, the watches people are talking about sharing and wearing aren't always the most complicated. They're the most expressive. And that's exactly what the Joyful collection represents. At $12,200 each, you're getting a Swiss automatic movement, a sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, and a gem set bezel. But more than that, you're getting a watch that says something about who you are. It's not just jewelry, more of modern watchmaking. Quick note on wearability, because this matters. Each Joyful watch comes with 2 straps. The pastel version you see here, and a second strap in a deeper shade of the same color. So the pink comes with a rose, the blue with a navy adjacent, and the orange with this beautiful burnt sienna. The one-click system means you're literally pressing one button to swap. No tools, No jeweler visit, you can go from brunch to evening in about 5 seconds. At 33 millimeters and just over 10 millimeters thick, this sits flat on the wrist. The strap has a lined texture that looks premium but breathes well in the heat, which matters if you live somewhere like, say, a Caribbean island. Here's the thing I want you to take away from this episode. Setting colored gemstones is significantly harder than setting diamonds. Diamonds are the hardest natural material on Earth. They're forgiving to work with, but sapphires and topaz are softer, more brittle, and the color has to be matched stone by stone, so the bezel reads as one continuous ring of color, not a patchwork. Every single stone on these bezels was individually selected and color graded before setting. That's a kind of craft that doesn't show up on a spec sheet, but it's a reason the watch looks the way it does. When you hear gem set bezel, don't just think sparkle, think curation. So 3 colors, 3 gemstones, 3 completely different moods. The pink says grace, the blue says calm, the orange says, I just arrived and everyone noticed. All 3 are available right now at Little Europe here in Phillipsburg. If you want to see them in person, or if you want to try that one-click swap for yourself, come by the store or message us directly. But before you go, I want to know, which color are you? Drop it in the comments. Are you a pink, a blue, or an orange? And tell us why. That's it for this week's Watch Wednesday. I'll see you next week.